Welcome to the Manila Times newsroom. I'm Ezra Raya. Today's guest is a renowned showbiz manager, marketer, producer, and philanthropist. He is the national director of Miss World Philippines and Miss Grand Philippines organization. And now he is running for mayor in Olongapo City in this year's midterm elections. Let's welcome Mr. Arnold Vegafria. Welcome to the Manila Times, sir.
Hi, thank you for inviting me here. It's my pleasure to be invited in your newsroom of Manila Times.
Thank you for making time. Sir, for our first question, so this is your second run as a mayoral candidate in Olongapo City. So the first was a failed attempt. But what made you decide to run again?
I think it's my conscience. I think it's a calling that I have to go back to my city because my city needs my help. And I find out when I went back, I thought they're going to improve, especially the economy and the tourism business of my city. But sad to say, it's still the same. The the tourism industry is still deteriorating, and that's my line. So I think I need that my city needs my help, and because I'm sure that I can do something to improve the economy of my city.
Ayun, that brings me to my next question. Ano? So your rivals are veteran politicians, and you're confident that there's something you can bring to the table for Olongapo City. So you mentioned that Olongapo City is in dire need of entertainment and tourism. So how would you plan to improve Olongapo City using your vast experience in the entertainment and showbiz?
Yeah,
Show
of
business.
course, entertainment is really my line, and I really studied also tourism, and I know I can implement and I can do something to bring back the glory of Olongapo City. Before, Olongapo City is known as the #1 city of entertainment of the Philippines, but now nothing, everything changed. It's so dark, and the entertainment scene was out, and they did not focus on the tourism, which is the main industry of my city. So I'm sure I can do something, and the first thing I will do is to change the look, to change the image of my city, and to bring back the music scene, bring back all of those concert hall. If no, Olongapo was before known for concerts. Freddie Aguilar, Sampaguita, all of those big rock stars way back 70s and 80s there are, and 90s. Even Arnel Pineda came from my city, and I have to bring back those, the music scene, and I want to bring back also to make Olongapo again as the center for the entertainment. But this time I wanted a clean entertainment, not like before that they called it the city of sin. I mean, the sin city of the Philippines. But it's not anymore like that. My concept is definitely it's a clean entertainment and fun city where the family and the tourists, the local international tourists will visit my city, and I add more, other kinds of tourist attractions that are different from the other cities in the Philippines, and also I'll make it again as a tourist destination because not only they're known for entertainment, because we have a beautiful beaches, and we have a beach, we have a mountain, we have a land, we have the water, and I think that's the beauty of Olongapo City. And of course, not only in terms of recovering the tourism industry, but of course, I want to add more because the main problem of my city is job generation. We have this, we have this SBMA, but the SBMA is not exclusively for Olongapo City. And it's so hard to apply for work because it's open for, anyone it's open from all over the Philippines who wants to, apply for work. So since Olongapo City, it's already considered as economic zone, the main Olongapo City, I'm talking about the main, I will put up our own economic zone, which is exclusively for Olongapo City workers and employees that that I can help, to give them job. The main problem of that city is with terrible. It's the work. They need to work, and I believe that my constituents are they're workaholic. They are very smart and skilled, and I'm sure that if I'm going to put up our own economic zone, it's going to be open for businesses like factories, warehouses, port. We have water, so we can open a port and a shipping development. So that's part of the urban development of my city.
Sir, you have planned this and you have actually highlighted what Olongapo City has. So marami palang pwedeng mai-offer ang Olongapo City sa inyo. And you're planning for a new image for Olongapo City in the arts and entertainment industries. Not just that, but also job generation for the people of Olongapo City. So do you have any political party? Do you have a running mate?
I have my own, which is Anak ng Gapo, which is a local political party, which I am the chairman. But not only that, we're concentrating, if I can add on, not only because there's a lot of talented Filipinos and young Filipinos in my city, maybe because of the influence during the time of the peak of the entertainment scene of Olongapo City. Their parents are musicians, and a lot of local singers now are from that city. And one of my main purpose is to promote the arts and culture. It's part of the tourism, to promote tourism because of the arts and culture. So I'm planning to put up our own performing arts school and performing arts theater, wherein all of those talented young Filipinos, young Olongapeños, can perform and have their own venue for performance. It's like here in Manila, we have PETA. We have this Repertory Philippines. So I want to put up something for them because I believe that they are really talented young Filipinos who can make waves, and soon become, because I'm in the business of entertainment. I manage artists also. I can discover, who will be the next Lea Salonga, who will be the next, those are big name artists who became big stars from all over the world. I'm sure I can get someone who can represent Olongapo City to the international stage.
Are you from Olongapo, sir? Born and raised? Because you sound so passionate.
I was born and raised in Olongapo City. Right after high school, I went to Manila to study doctor of dental medicine. So all of us normally, most of the students go to Manila to study. So and we were stayed here for a longest time. But every Christmas break or every vacation, we normally go back to our city, but for a longest time, because I work here, I put up my business in Manila, I didn't go to Olongapo City. But when I get back, I saw it. I told myself, I want to help my city. I wanted to build again my city and make it into a popular one and make it again to be known as the city of entertainment.
Wow. Those are big dreams, no? Napakaganda po ng plano nyo para sa Olongapo City. So you've mentioned your job, sir, So how can you encourage big businesses to invest in Olongapo City? So what will you say to them?
Well, the first one is I have to recover the tourism industry, as I said a while ago. Of course, I'm in a line of entertainment business. I started it now. I just started last year to put up a bar, a club, a sports bar, a videoke room, a concert hall, and a hotel. So I started on myself, on our own business.
As a private businessman.
As a private businessman to encourage also the other businessmen of our city. Well, if I can get an investor from my city, I have to invite my friends here in Manila to invest and help me. So a lot of friends of mine also telling me that will definitely help you if you're going to win. So, I'm very positive that I can invite not only friends of businessmen, my colleagues in Manila, but also, you know, international investors. They're very much interested in the city of Olongapo because Olongapo is like a Singapore, a very small place, but you can see a lot of potentials and a lot of natural resources that you can explore it into, something, that you can make money, or you can make a because of the natural resources. We have the nice mountain, a beautiful sea, and a beach and a beautiful land. So I want to explore that and make it into a tourist destination.
That's the entrepreneurial spirit of Sir Arnold, ano? Grabe, big dreams and good connections.
Yes,
Meron na
connection is the
meron.
more important. I think my city needs this time a businessman who has the vision. Because running that kind of city, you need someone who has the vision. Because
Right.
they tried during the time of Gordon. Gordon made a lot of beautiful things in our city and make it the Olongapo city as a very popular city during his time. Um, but now I think I have to bring back the glory of Olongapo City again. We almost the same vision, and I think that's the best thing that I have to do to bring back the glory and bring back also the business of Olongapo. So not only the local businessmen, I have connections in international. I spoke to some businessmen also from different countries who's willing to invest in my city, especially for economic zone.
Meron na po pala kayong
Meron
kausap.
na, hindi pa
Meron
na.
na. So the plan, this whole grand plan for Olongapo City is already in the works. So you just need to vote for him.
When I
Parang ganun.
lost to 2022, I made a plan. For me, everything is possible. If you have political will, you can do it. So I'm that type of person that, I'm very passionate of everything that I want to do. So everything that I do, it turns into gold. Turns into, even in a pageant. I just started doing pageant, but look at that. I made Philippines popular to the international stage.
That's right. Such optimism. Ano? One thing about optimism, it's infectious, nakakahawa. So anything's possible. So would you believe that managing a business is the same as managing a city government?
Managing his business is like managing a city. I think the city needs a businessman. My city needs a businessman because there's no other industry there except tourism, because there's no except tourism industry. And you can add on, it's already economic zone, but the Olongapo itself, it's not yet an economic zone, only the SBMA. But I saw Bataan, the province of Bataan, our neighbor province. They're very successful with their economic zone, so they don't have problems with job for their constituent. They became so successful. They have three economic zone, three towns like Mariveles, Balanga, and the new one is Hermosa. So that way, if Bataan can do it, why not Olongapo? And we are more beautiful. I can say that we are strategic. It's more strategic for economic zone because we have the water, we have the land, and we have the mountain that you can develop as economic zone. So will name it as the new Olongapo. I always say to my campaign, I will build magtatayo ako ng bagong Olongapo because there's no space anymore in the land, but I have the space in the ridge or in the mountain of Olongapo. And I will convert it into a business land, and I will convert it into New Olongapo. All what I vision for business and entertainment and leisure will be in the mountain, in the beautiful mountain of Olongapo.
Wow, amazing dreams. Just listening to you talk about it, parang I'm so excited for Olongapo. No, if
I
and
saw that in
when.
Hong Kong. I saw that in Singapore. Why they converted their mountains into a beautiful and business center for business and trade.
That's right. And sir, you mentioned earlier that the Olongapo City's tourism industry, among other industries, are currently deteriorating. That's why that lit a fire in you to make these changes and developments in the city. So, what do you think are the challenges that you would encounter or are currently encountering in developing Olongapo?
The only thing that I can say that I have to study a comprehensive study about how I'm going to transform it into a tourist destination again. Because I believe that, we can do it because we have, if I could make it again as a city entertainment, there's a lot of talented Filipinos there, which I can make them into as musicians of my clubs, bars, and restaurants and concert hall. I want to bring back that. I want to light again Olongapo City. I want to make it into something that every tourist will say that this is a beautiful city, a small Las Vegas, something like that, which I include also like a Trump cars, a Trump, or as a tourist attraction, and a cable car. To add on, I want to make it, I want to build the cable cars because of the mountains and the sea and the land. So that can be a tourist attraction too. So that's going to be a big challenge for me, and I know I can do it, and I'm positive that I can deliver that and I can implement that to make my city as the city of entertainment again. You have to add a modern, tourist attraction. And then in the beach area, we're in the beach boulevard. I want to make it into a beach boulevard, and I want to put up an international convention center. And I will invite also, hotels, which are, we don't have a five-star hotel there or a three-star hotel. I want to invite all of those, to build in the beach area, to build a five-star or even just a four-star hotel.
I can already
Or
imagine just listening.
with
Casinos
casino.
also. I can already imagine, sir, no, just hearing you tell these stories, no, parang na-imagine ko na what Olongapo, the new Olongapo, would look like. But how will you be able to juggle your responsibilities if elected? So managing the ALV group of companies at the same time running the local government.
Well, definitely my concentration is a new journey of my life now because I've been there in the entertainment business for so long. I help a lot of people. I help a lot of celebrities, beauty queens, even politicians. We are one of the consultants, and we are the people behind the success of the politician. For me, I said to myself, this is now the right time for me to be in front, be a public servant. I'm always the person behind of a public servant because we're the one running and marketing, the campaign. But this time, it's me now the one being the public servant of my city. So what will be my role? I will definitely I will not stop doing business because continue my business. Being a public servant, it's not actually a money making. It's a public service to your people. So there's no such thing as, how to make a lot of money there. You have to continue doing a business, but you have to, do your, uh, you have to have a division of between work and business and being a public servant. I think what we should do is to prioritize what is your interest now. My interest this time is to be a public servant. And that will be almost maybe my 70% of my time will be serve my city. And it's a matter of, what will be your priority, and everything will be in the right place. And my priority this time It's to serve my city and become a public. It's a new journey of my life, Ezra. Uh, but I'm very, very excited and I'm very passionate to be a public servant.
Very well said, sir. It's about prioritizing. So it's you've reached that level that you wanted to give back to your hometown. And I think those two, being an entrepreneur, businessman, and being a local servant to the local government, I think is intertwined for you, ano? So I think it supports each other, and you have that entrepreneurial spirit and vision for a new Olongapo city. I'm very excited for you, sir.
I'm very excited too. What will be happen to me in May 12? If I make it, I will be the most happy person because I want to help my city. And if I didn't make it, oh, thank you for giving me an experience to fight for to fight. You know, to be part of the election. But I will not stop. Even I didn't make it, I want to help. In my own little way, and continue helping until I'll get. I'm such a fighter. I'm
Wow.
very passionate of everything that I do.
That's the spirit of a public servant. Thank you so much, sir, for your time, and best of luck to you in this year's midterm elections. This is Arnold Vegafria, everyone, running for mayor of Olongapo. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Esa. Thank you to Manila Times.